All right, so we have the green light to begin, and that's exactly what you're going to be doing right now. So, quick one. Let's run one more time a roll call so that we know everything is quite in order before I hand over finally to the judge who's going to be chairing the round. So, a quick one on the judges. Alia, one more time. Are you on the call, please?
Yep, I'm here.
Great. Coach Alexis, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Fantastic. Mirabel Onyeka, who's going to be a chair, are you here? Mirabel Onyeka. Mirabel, are you here? Is Mirabel here? Wow. Okay. No problem. We can still continue. That's really fine. So quickly to the speakers. Halimat Ario. Is Halimat here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Cecilia Hachu.
Here.
Great. Joshua Soa Ablo.
I'm here.
Onoha Favor Oluchi.
I'm here.
Emmanuel Jamie Frimpong. Emmanuel Jamie Frimpong. Emmanuel Jamie Frimpong. Okay. Lydia Chiwendu Uchena.
Lydia is here.
Fantastic. Chukwemeka Chizie. Chukwemeka Chizie. Chukwemeka. Okay, Carolina Abakwesin.
Yes, please, I'm here.
Fantastic. Isaac, bro, I really can't mention that surname. I'm so sorry. It's Isaac here.
After I understand, sir.
Okay.
Isaac is here.
Fantastic. I'm so sorry. Okay.
No
Note
problem,
Bentuma.
I'm here.
Fantastic. So the rules for this round, very simple. We have campaign themed speech round where you are supposed to speak in advocacy for something. It could be political, it could be anything that's social, educational, or anything at all that could matter to the society. Secondly, you have 4-minute speeches to deliver, and you have a minute to prep. Okay, so 4-minute speeches, 1 minute prep. We noticed something in the tournament from the beginning till now, and that is some of you fake your network issues to make it difficult for us to begin your timer when it's time for you to start speaking. In this tournament, at least for the final round, we are going to implement a strict policy on ensuring that you start your time early. The reason I'm saying this is because it's a final round. You're expected to give it your utmost best, and that includes finding yourself in good positions where there's proper network connection, and then you have adequate mobile data to at least take you on if you're not using Wi-Fi. So please find yourself standing at a very good place where you'd be able to connect properly so you don't have any network disruptions. Because immediately we read out, or the chair reads out the scenarios to you, your time for prep begins, and the chair will read it twice. So once they're done and your prep time ends, your speech time begins immediately, whether you choose to delay or not, or whether you choose to complain about your network. That's honestly up to you. So we are going to ensure that this is strict. It's a competition, so you make sure you do the right thing. Secondly, or should I say finally, we are trying our best to ensure that this final round is very interesting and could get to a lot more people. So please, there's a link that will be shared onto the page where it's been streamed, I think the Royal Rhetorics YouTube channel. So please make sure to share it to your colleagues who would really want to hear you deliver your wonderful speeches, and of course, light up the room with your wonderful speeches. Finally, you're going to be switching on your camera before you deliver your speeches. So you make sure you find yourselves in like wherever places would make you feel comfortable. The backgrounds really do not matter. What we want is to see your face, we want to see your expressionism and how well you are able to communicate the speech to all of us. We want to see your face, we want to feel your emotions, we want to feel your presence, your character, and whatever thing you want to do to make your speech as wonderful as possible. Please make sure to switch on your cameras to do that for us moving forward. So without much ado, I leave the rest to the chair. Mirabel, it's your take now. So Mirabel, you are the chair. The rest of us are on the panel. So myself, Alia, Coach Kwesi or Coach Alexis, then Jamai. Okay, so we are going to be on the panel with you. Go ahead, please.
Okay, just confirming, can you guys hear me clearly?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon to all finalists. How are you doing? All right, so we're going to, like Coach already said, we're going to try to make this as interesting as possible. So I'm assuming all the top 10 finalists are on the call. So please type your name and pick a number from 1 to 10. Please, you can't pick a number that's already put in the chat space. So basically, fastest finger, type your name and a number beside it, 1 to 10. You can start now. Cecilia, you have to pick another number, please. Someone already picked 9. I'm still waiting for you guys, please. Can we all type? I think we have about 4 finalists left. You know what? We're going to start with those who've indicated. It's the finals. We can still be dealing with lightheartedness for the final round. So we're going to go with those who've already indicated. So basically, based on the number you pick, that will determine your speaking order. Now, not all the numbers have been picked. So if I call a number and no one has taken it, then we just move on to the next number. So in that sense, depending on what number you pick, if you pick number 3, you go third, and your speech will be the third speech in the list that was provided to you by the staff. All right, so I think the first on the list is Joshua. Joshua, can you hear me clearly?
Yes, please, I can.
Hi, Joshua. How are you?
I'm doing so well. How are you?
I'm good. Nervous? Hi, Joshua. All right, so I'm going to read out your speech for you, and I'm going to read it twice. And then you have 1 minute of time, and you have to give a 4-minute speech. Remember, this is a campaign speech, everyone. So all right, so I'm going to read your speech now. The speech reads, you're about to run for president of your student union. As a
Hello.
student of the new, sorry? Hello? Sorry, someone's unmuted.
Mirabel,
is that, yeah?
hold on. Mirabel, please read it slowly, okay, so that they get to hear. Because we have your sound is not so clear. And so I don't know if you're using headphones or maybe, I don't know, maybe AirPods Pro or something, but it's not really, really clear. So you could please take your time to read it so they can hear you. Subsequently, I'll be posting each person's scenario in the chat space. Once he's done reading, I'll post it with your name so you know it's directed at you. Yeah, so please continue.
All right. Okay, so you know what? Let me just take off my earphones. That'll be better. All right. Is this better?
This is much better. Thank you.
Okay.
Hi, Mirabel. You've muted yourself, please. Kindly unmute. Oh, has she left the call?
Hello, please. Yeah, I had a problem with my phone, so I'm using Carolina's phone so I can speak now.
Not a problem. Not a problem. We are trying to get
Okay.
Mirabel to join the call so that
Okay.
we can. Yeah. Mirabel. Okay, so I'm just going to read the yeah, I'll just read the scenario out to you, Joshua. Or is Mirabel
Okay.
on the call? Hello, Mirabel.
Hi, I can hear you now. Apologies. Can you guys hear me better now?
Yes, you are clear. Please go ahead.
All right. So Joshua, I'm going to read out your scenario and it will also be pasted in the chat space. So your scenario reads, you are about to run for president of your student union as a student on the neurodivergent spectrum. Convince them that you are the best fit for the role. You are about to run for president of your student union as a student on the neurodivergent spectrum. Convince them that you're the best fit for the role. So your prep time starts now. Remember, you have 1 minute prep time.
Into this laptop.
Joshua, your time is up, please.
Hello, Joshua, your time's up. And yes, there'll be a
Please,
timer.
can
Your
you
timer
hear
will get on.
me?
Yes, we can hear
Can
you.
you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
So I'm to share my camera.
Yes, please. Please turn on your
Okay.
camera.
Okay. So starting in so before you all today as a
I'm so sorry, Joshua. Sorry. I don't know if it's
eager
just
to
me.
serve as your next Joshua Ablon, and I'm honored to stand before you all.
Sorry, Joshua. Panels, please. Is it just me? But
Hello?
I can't seem to hear him clearly.
Hello?
He's breaking quite a lot.
Joshua,
Please,
Joshua, guys,
panel.
hold
can
on.
you hear me?
Hold on. Guys, hold on. Hold on. Joshua, your network is a problem. We really cannot hear you clearly. It keeps breaking. So I don't really know if you have to reposition yourself, but that would be fast so that we can continue to the next speaker. We asked that all of you find very good network spaces so that it makes your work easy. So please don't make this difficult. It says that your bandwidth is very low. Okay, So please find a place with a higher bandwidth which could work. Can you hear me, please? Okay. I think maybe you are muted.
Hello, can you speak? Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now. So please start your speech. Your time starts now.
Okay. So good afternoon, fellow students. I stand before you all today as a neurodivergent student, eager to serve you as your next student union president. My name is Joshua Sowa Ablo, and I'm honored to stand before you all today. As a neurodivergent student, I have faced unique challenges and I have developed exceptional skills that I believe becoming the president union at the long run. This is my story. Before I came into university, I was aware that I was suffering from the ADHD, but then again, I had nobody to speak to. So in our first class, which was psychology, the lecturer gave us an assignment, which was a group work, obviously. Now, I was supposed to do this group work with my colleagues. My colleagues thought I was not the perfect member to be in their group because I was slow in speaking and then I was unable to contribute well. Well, the actual problem was I needed space, I needed time to be able to contribute to whatever they were discussing. The psychology lecturer, who was so observant, noticed this and then called me. Then Joshua, I have noticed that you are facing a problem. What is it? I looked at him sternly and then confided in him and told him that I needed much time to be able to grasp the concept of whatever is going on, and that my group members are not giving me that chance. So if he could give me more time, I would appreciate it. Because he was a psychology lecturer, he was able to understand me and gave me the ample time for me to come out with my ideas. Lo and behold, with this comfort, I was able to contribute massively to the work. And the actual fact is that what happened was that during the presentation time, I was the one who spoke on behalf of my team members. Now, what do I want you all to get? After this, a lot more people in the class were approaching me and asking me how I was able to do that. Well, this experience is one thing that has taught me resilience, creativity, and the importance of inclusive leadership. In as much as we are all individuals, I know that this little thing that I have learned or this experience is going to help me foster an initiative that is going to help the student union. My visions are one, to amplify neurodivergent voices, which means that as we come here, students who are most at times faced with challenges and are unable to speak up. So as a student who has faced this problem, I will serve as what? The voice for these individuals. The second vision is that about inclusive campus in it. As my lecturer was able to and spoke to me, counseled me on what to do best. I believe that there are so many students out there, they need inclusion, they need someone to speak to them for them to be heard. The third vision is that breaking the barriers. Now, I stand here as the best graduating student. I stand here as the student who will be graduating as the best. But before I was able to do this, my lecturer spoke to me and then I came out of that situation, which means that what if everybody is spoken, be able to what break the back. And then the third thing is to empower every student with their capacities. Ablo, union, get every individual, and then hello.
Yes, we are where you are done. Don't worry.
Okay.
Please, a little bit of interruption. Please, I'm Jamie. I think I was facing network challenge, so I'm using that out of Joshua and Carol's.
All right, that's fine. Chair.
All right. Thank you, Joshua, for that fine speech. Okay, so everyone, please, I think one of the all disconnected to the chat cleared. Please resend in your numbers. But number 2 is Essie. Essie, are you on the call, please? And apologies if I'm mispronouncing your name. Are you on the
Yes,
call? Okay. Hi, Essie. All right, so I'll be
Hi.
reading out your scenario twice, and then you have 1 minute prep time, and then you give a speech.
Yeah,
Am I
choose
All right, your scenario reads: students in your school have been overdosing on pills as a coping mechanism for school stress. Run a
We're going to
campaign
use
on mental health awareness at your school football club. Sorry, who's unmuted?
nine.
Can you please mute?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll read that again. Students in your school have been overdosing on pills as a coping mechanism for school stress. Run a campaign on mental health awareness at your school football club, at your school football game. Your prep time starts now. All right. I see your prep time's up. Hello? Hello, Esther, are you still on the call with us?
Yes, I am.
All right. So let's give your speech.
Please, I'm coming. I hope I'm still very audible.
Yes, you're audible. We can hear you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can
Okay, so I
hear you.
begin my speech in 3, 2, 1. Good afternoon, fellow students. What a wonderful match it has been today. To see the great UCC team score the others 4-0. I see the smiles on all of your faces. Finally, a chance to break free from all the academic stress when you don't have to think about the next test you'll be writing tomorrow, or that mean teacher that will ask you questions that you can't answer. My name is Esi Bentumanoti, the captain for UCC Wildcats Football Club. Often this semester, I have realized how a lot of us, due to the high pressures on us for academic success, not just by the school, but by our families, the urge for us to be fruitful, the pressure on us to make it in life. Some of us are even in school here reading programs we didn't even sign up for, like myself, who doesn't like teaching, but came to read education. Due to these pressures, for students in UCC campus, you find them at places like Calc throughout the night in the mosquitoes. But shockingly, and the heartbreaking part is that students now go to the high extreme of taking drugs like tramadol, like tramadol and dopamine, etc., so that they can stay up at night to study. This is really affecting the health of students in tertiary institutions, especially University of Cape Coast. Today, I come to let you know it is okay to feel pressured. It is okay to feel that heavy weight on your shoulder. But you know what is not okay? It's for you to resort to drugs to keep up with these pressures. Fellow brothers, fellow sisters, fellow students, do not let anybody pressure you. Go on to do what you love. Your mental health is your biggest treasure and should be your highest priority. An alternative for you, especially those who are into drugs, please put a stop to it. I am too young to be attending funerals and be hearing shocking news of my students or my colleagues dead. Instead, let us embrace sports. Just as you see your faces relax and all smiles, that is the power of sports. The ability to calm you down. And I'm not talking about just football. You can just get up in the morning, do 10 skips, or climb up and down the stairs just to sweat it all and ease your brain. Sport is a very important aspect of life too. And for us students, a very big coping mechanism to make sure we still survive. But most importantly, do not let someone define what life is supposed to be for you. Be the caretaker of your own mental health and do the things you love. For it is the only way to make sure, even if the storms come at you, and even if the failures are crumbling down on you, you still have the edge to get up and say, I won't be a failure and I'll make it. Again, do what you love, but never, ever, and never again go to do drugs. Instead, do sports. Let us now enjoy our victory, hoping on to get the next team to beat the Motowoto. Great to leave the name of UCC. I love you all so much. Do take care of yourself and know that your mental health matters. Thank you all.
Thank you, Essie, for that fine speech. The next person is Cecilia. Cecilia, are you on the call, please?
Yes.
All right. Hi, Cecilia. So I'll read out your scenario. Your scenario reads, you're a female politician advocating for women in politics. Convince a room full of tradition. You're a female politician advocating for women in politics. Convince a room full of traditional housewives of the importance of economic empowerment. Your prep time starts now.
Prep time is over.
Hi, Cecilia. Your prep time is up. Cecilia, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. So please give us your speech.
Okay. Um, okay. So I start my speech in 3, 2, 1. I know a young girl. At the age of 4, she knew how to sweep and tidy up the compound to be spotless. At the age of 6, she knew how to make the major delicacy. At the age of 7, she was made to learn what would and would not please her future husband, whom she did not know about or whom she never even had the slightest idea of. And at the age of 15, this same girl didn't know what she wanted in life or what she's even passionate about. Are you familiar with the story? Sometimes you desire for things, but you know you are not allowed to wish for them because you owe your duty to your husband, your children. And yet sometimes, as much as you shrink yourself, you still are not able to get the little amount of peace that you desire, you deserve. Has somebody ever told you that you are a superpower, that you are the glue that sticks your family together? Has somebody ever told you that you are the one that lays down your life, just like Christians say that Jesus Christ laid down his life for the church? And economic empowerment is not about giving up traditional rules or values. It is about enhancing them. It is about what? Ensuring that you make them better. That should you need to support your family financially, you would have the skills, the capability, the courage to do so, taking control of your life and showing examples of resilience to your sons and daughters. Imagine being able to help your family financially and still loving them and not compromising on that. Being a voice for the community. Realize that women in business, women in tech could be like you, could know how to love their families and as well stick to their duty. As a politician who is passionate about empowerment, I have championed summits of empowerment where we empower women. Economic empowerment isn't just about personal empowerment. It's about the community as a whole. It's about your personal freedom. It's about creating a better future for all of us, your daughters, your sons, the future of our country as a whole. Truth be told, there is a vast gap between men and women. We can't deny this fact. This is the only way we can bridge this gap. By what? Improving ourselves. Being economically empowered gives you the opportunity to be independent, to have freedom, to show the world that yes, you have a voice. Know that we owe this to ourselves. We owe this to all the dreams and passions we've lost over the years. We owe it to our daughters and to the future generation as a whole. Thank you.
Thank you, Cecilia, for that fine speech. Thank you so much. So the next person, we're going to have to move to number 5. Or did anyone select number 4? No? All right. So the fifth person is Favor. Favor, are you on the call, please?
Yes, I am.
Hello, Favor. Hi,
I
Favor.
am. I'm
Good
on the call.
afternoon. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you.
I was just asking how you are. All right. So I'm going to read out your scenario, 1 minute prep time, and then give your speech. Your scenario reads: you're a tech-savvy entrepreneur campaigning to become the mayor of a small but traditional town. Convince the townspeople that investing in digital infrastructure and e-service will preserve their way of life while bringing new economic opportunities. You're a tech-savvy entrepreneur campaigning to become the mayor of a small but traditional town. Convince the townspeople that investing in digital infrastructure and e-service will preserve their way of life while bringing new economic opportunities. Your prep time starts now.
They have done this thing to me again. Preserve their way of life. Digital infrastructure include what kind of thing?
Prep time is up.
Hi, Favor, your prep time is up.
Okay. I'm just trying to get a place to put my camera.
Hear you and still see you.
Okay. You can see me now, right?
Yes, you can.
All right, I'll start my speech in 3, 2, 1. Good afternoon, everybody. Hi, I'm Favor Oluchi Onoha. I'm an entrepreneur. I recently graduated from the University of Lagos, studying computer engineering. And while studying, I got really passionate about tech and all. I'm also passionate about our culture here in Africa. We have such a unique culture. Recently, I was surfing the net and I came across a podcast that is dedicated to telling African stories, and it was absolutely beautiful. I mean, imagine something so precious to us has been put out there in the world because of digital infrastructures, which is what I'm here to promote to you guys.
Sorry, Favor. Please, can you unmute? If you're not speaking, can everyone else unmute, please? So can everyone else please mute if you're not the one speaking? Okay, I'm sorry, Coach Michael, can we please restart her time?
Yes, we can. Yeah, Favor, so sorry about
Right,
that.
so
We can start for you, okay?
well, sorry about that. Please restart.
So I start again in 3, 2, 1. Good afternoon, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. It's so nice to see you guys here today. I am Favor Oluchi-Onoha, an entrepreneur. I'm into tech, digital stuff. I just recently graduated from the University of Lagos, where I was studying computer engineering, and I got really passionate about tech and all that. I'm also very passionate about our culture here in Africa. We have such a unique culture that is, special to us, to me particularly. And recently, while I was on Spotify, I love to listen to music and other things. While I was on Spotify, I came across a podcast that is dedicated to telling African stories. And I listened to some of them. I listened to one Cameroonian story about a tortoise and all that, and I was glad. Yeah, I was glad to see that something that is special to us in this part of the world is now being able to be projected to others out there. They can share this unique thing that we love with us. Why? Because of the digital infrastructures, which is what I'm here to speak to you guys about. I know that you have things that you love, maybe your dances, your music, your food, culture, all these beautiful things. I mean, as a small town in Africa, every town in Africa has something that is unique to them. And I know that you're not any exception to that. With digital infrastructure, just like I'll start with the popular things, phones, computers, and also AI, which is becoming really popular. We can be able to project this culture, this dances,
hi,
food.
Favor, we can.
Sorry, you say you can't hear me?
We can hear you. Just continue.
I can.
Okay. Okay. With these infrastructures, we'll be able to project these things that you love, your dances, your food. You'll be able to share your delicacies with other people around the world. And it will make this unique culture, this thing that is special to you, something that other people can love, even though they did not grow up loving it. Also, it will help to generate revenue for this town. I see that there are things that are needed in the town. And if you let us do the work that we want to do here, if you let us project your culture, even while preserving it, we will be able to generate revenue to solve little problems that we know exist in the town. Like I noticed there isn't a proper drilling system. Sorry, there isn't a proper borehole around. And this is one of the problems that we hope to solve with these infrastructures. This is one of the things that we hope to bring a solution to by projecting. Thank you very much. I hope to hear from you guys again.
Hi, Favor. Thank you very much for that fine speech. Hello, Lydia.
Yes, Lydia is available.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good
Hi,
afternoon.
Lydia.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you actually. Your voice is breaking. I don't know if it's your network or mine.
Let's start. Your scenario reads,
Sorry,
your creative artist.
sorry, hold on, please. I can't hear you. I don't know if am I audible?
Hi, can you hear me now?
Lydia, you're
Yes, you're
audible. Mirabel, please check your
audible.
network. Okay.
Okay.
Hi, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you. Yes.
Yes, yes.
All right. Okay, apologies for that. I'm going to read out your scenario now. You're a creative artist speaking at a business forum on entrepreneurship. Convince a group of corporate professionals that supporting art and culture can foster innovation and creativity in the workforce. You're a creative artist speaking at a business forum on entrepreneurship. Convince a group of corporate professionals that supporting art and culture can foster innovation and creativity in the workforce. Your prep time starts now.
Sorry, Coach Korateng, please can you also notify me, apart from the 1 minute left, can you also notify me when I have 30 seconds left?
I'll do that. Don't worry. I've got you.
Thank you so much.
Hi, Lydia. Your prep time is up.
Oh, okay. Before I start my speech, I just want to give a quick shout out. This speech is dedicated to my best friend and Vocal Oasis. So I'll start my speech in 3, 2, 1. Black t-shirts, brown handbands, very drab and very weird in a corporate business setting. But music, art, fosters innovation and creativity that you've never seen before. All corporate workers, you all have been profiled as drab and stringent people whose only jobs are just to sit in front of a computer and type and all those stuff. This hampers on innovation and creativity. So I know you'll be wondering, why is this girl that is dressed so out of order in this corporate meeting today? But that is exactly what I am here to tell you. How creativity has actually boosted my innovation. Now, you might not recognize me, but you might recognize my artwork. Going viral at over 1 billion streams on YouTube is the artwork of MTN Nigeria that has actually crossed the shores of Nigeria to South Africa, Ghana, and all over the globe. It was supposed to be a corporate setting. But then I thought, why do I have to be drab? This is MTN. We should be fun and innovative. And so I thought about that little girl that sat down in front of a candle lamp reading her notes while she was 8 years old, all through the time till she graduated secondary school. I thought about her dreams and I pushed in that creativity into MTN's work. I broke boundaries. And now it is the highest selling art that MTN has ever put out, gaining us about 1 million more subscribers all around the country and even outside the country. You see, this is just one of the examples of things that creativity can actually bring. Long gone are the times where corporate workers are seen as people who wear starched shirts and tightened up ties and just walk around. Creativity can bring innovation and different growth that you've never imagined. So you see, innovators, there are a little bit of creativity in every one of us seated here. You don't have to be stringent. You don't have to have that starched tie and starched shirt and sit in front of a computer to type all day. Creativity, art can foster innovation, can bring these businesses that you are working in to the highest level that you've ever seen. My name is Lydia Chinwendu Uchenna. I hope that rings a bell now, and now you recognize my artwork. and to show you today that creativity can actually boost innovation and increase workforce. I hope we embrace creativity. I hope we embrace art to increase our innovation and build the corporate setting to a higher level. Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you, Lydia, for that fine speech. Next person is Halimat. Halimat, are you on the call, please?
Yes, I am.
Hi, Halimat.
Hi.
All right, so I'm going to read out your scenario now. Your scenario reads, your community health worker addressing a group of young men about the importance of mental health care. Convince them that's a sign of weakness, but of strength. You're a community health worker addressing a group of young men. Yes?
You had a challenge with your network. So could you read again, please, from the beginning? Thank you.
Okay, no problem. You guys can hear me clearly now, right?
Yes, we can. You're audible.
I'll read again. Your community health worker addressing a group of young men about the importance of mental health care. Convince them that seeking support for mental health issues is not a sign of weakness, but of strength. A group of young men about the importance of mental health care. Convince them that seeking support for mental health issues is not a sign of weakness, but of strength. Your prep time starts now. Halimat, your prep time is over. Hello, Halimat.
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, please give us.
Okay. My name is Halimat, and I'll be starting my speech in 3, 2, 1. Young men, I'm here today to talk to you about something very different. I'm not here to talk to you about how you make more money, and I'm not here to talk to you about how you would take care of your body when you are wounded and all of those things. I am a community health worker for a global community. And as you all know, we come here from time to time to give vaccines and all of those things. But this time, I am here to talk to you about the reason you are breathing. Yes, I know some of you have heard about mental health, but you think it's just about the madmen you see on the streets, or you just think it's about the people that are just extremely depressed and go to kill themselves. But mental health is beyond that. Mental health can be something as little as when you are overwhelmed and when you are distracted, or when you just don't want to work anymore because you are tired. You guys are men. I know oftentimes you've heard man up, don't think about it, throw it away, move on. I know you've heard all of those things, but do you know that the more you ignore the overwhelming feelings, the more you ignore all of these things, the bigger they become, they compound, and the Segun that you see flying off the fence yesterday did not just wake up one day to do that. It started from keeping it all in. See, Speaking up and seeking a doctor or seeking a therapist whenever you are down is not a sign of weakness. Don't let anyone lie to you. You go all about to make money. You go every time to work for your family. You take care of your kids. You do this, you do that. It's not only when you are down with malaria that you have to take care of yourself. When you're overwhelmed, when you're thinking, when you're feeling discouraged, it is courageous for you to speak to someone. That is where the bigger man is. It is courageous for you to talk to someone about your mental health problems. It doesn't make you weak because it is the body you take care of that you can give something out of. You cannot give from an empty cup. It's what you have that you can give. I'm a community health worker and I'm here to tell you today that speaking up is bravery. A man that speaks up and takes care of himself is a man that lives to fulfill his own dreams and take care of his family. Don't let anyone die. Don't let anyone lie to you. So let me just tell you how you would know that you are facing mental health challenges. It starts from getting distracted. It starts from waking up and feeling overwhelmed. It starts from all of those things, like even not wanting to pray, not wanting to go to church. It starts from all of those things. Anytime you feel you are in that way, the person you trust the most, if it's your wife, if it's your friend, talk to them and let them give you the courage to see a doctor. Go together with them or go alone. Speak to someone and be brave. We need you as much as you need yourself. We need you for a better world. Let me just round it up with a quick story. A story of a man that builds a lot of things, but is unable to reap any one of them because the man is tired of living. Is a story of a man that would just be seen as someone that does something for its family. But where would you put that family in? Those family would be unable to even enjoy all of those things because they feel sad for you. A brave man is a man that speaks up about his mental health. A brave man is a man that speaks up when he's tired. A brave man is a man that runs from the war to come back when he's stronger. Don't give up. And I'm telling you today, and I'll be here from time to time to also remind you that giving up when you're tired, killing yourself, not speaking up is not an excuse and is not the way out. Speak up when you're tired, rest when you need to, and go back again. Go at it, and I believe in you. Igbodo community forever, our main stand. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that fine speech. So the next question is Jamie, are you on the call, please?
Yes. Hello, can you hear me, please?
Yes, I can hear you, Jamie.
Okay.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
All right. So, Jamie, I'll be reading out your speech.
Okay.
Your scenario says, you're a local musician running for a cultural affairs position in a city rich in art but lacking support for local artists.
Take your time.
Okay. You're a local musician running for a cultural affairs position.
Okay. Go on. Please go on.
You're a local musician running for a cultural affairs position in a city rich in art but lacking support for local artists.
Okay.
Convince artists and pay.
Okay. All right.
By enriching its cultural and tourism appeal. I'll read it again. You're a local musician running for a cultural affairs position in a city rich in arts but lacking support for local artists. Convince artists and patrons that investing
Mirabel, we keep losing you.
And tourism appeal. Your prep time starts now.
Okay. You can see my time.
Hi, Jenny. The first time is on.
Okay, I believe I'm still audible.
Yes, you are.
All right, so I start my speech in 3, 2, 1. The global poor in developing countries today is not because the people in the community are lazy. It's because they lack the necessary resources to be able to fund their operations to survive. Why? Because they always have to create new ideas day in and day out just to survive on the street. The reason why I'm saying all of these things is very simple. Today, we see our city rich in political decision-making, economic activities, and social life. Not because we have good leaders or good investors in our city, but the kind of art we produce contains diverse ideas. These ideas predict, critique, draw leaders' attention on concerned issues that do not seek for the development in every aspect of our lives, socially, economically, and politically. Today, we see pop culture in the US, not just because pop culture is unique, but because it had a lot of people pushing it through performing arts like music, drama, and even visual arts through paintings, graffitis, etc. These things have made pop culture unique in the US because of the idea of supporting local people to be able to push this pop culture further. Mona Lisa painting that we see is worth millions of dollars. And a lot of popular paintings we see today across the world has a lot of worth. Why? Because it has attracted a lot of tourists, not just because it attracted a lot of tourists, but because of the people who were able to push this out further, attracted a lot of tourists. In that sense, these tourists were able to push this by paying for tour fees and all that. Now, let me not go far. Recently, in our city, ladies and gentlemen, 3 of our local artists, which includes 1 female, 2 of them were singers, and the other one was a painting artist. These people won awards from the regional show Talents that was held recently. Do you know what this brought? It sparked a lot of tourist attention. These tourists wanted to see the rich and creative ideas that our city has. I believe that it's not far and it's not long gone for us to make amends. We can bring new ideas, innovations. We can set up a tourist site to be able to sell our cultural heritage out there. And this can even help our city and our country as a whole, for our country to be able to fulfill its diplomatic missions with ease. I think our city has come to a point where we don't have to suppress the rich cultural heritage, the rich ideas that all of our local members have actually come about with. We can support them. Investing in there is not only going to boom the economy by attracting a lot of investors and a lot of tourists. Rather, we are selling our unique culture to the people out there. With this, we don't have to stress in our diplomatic missions and all that. I believe that when you put me on power, all of these things, or when you invest into our local members, they will be able to push all of these things further. Let's make our cultural heritage rich. Let us push it so that each and everyone will know the true identity of our city. Thank you.
Thank you, Jamie, for that fine speech. Thank you so much. All right, the last person. The next person is Chukwemeka. Chukwemeka, you're on the call, please.
Yes, yes, can you hear me?
Hello.
Hi.
Please, yeah, it's Carolina, and I chose number 9 earlier.
Okay.
Yes, please.
So who between the Chukwemeka, who chose first?
I chose.
You chose first. All right. Okay, so Chukwemeka, I'll have to assign you a different number, but that's fine. Carolina, since you chose Carolina, sorry, since you chose her, she'll be taking number 9. And after her, I would assign you a different number. Chukwemeka, is that okay?
Yes, it is. Thank you.
All right. Okay, thank you too. So Carolina, this is your speech now. I'll be reading out your scenario and you have the prep time.
All right.
Okay, so Carolina, your scenario reads: you're an independent candidate campaigning for a seat in parliament in a district known for polarized party loyalties. Convince the audience that voting outside the traditional party lines can lead to better representation and more effective policy. You are an independent candidate campaigning for a seat in parliament in a district known for polarized party loyalties. Convince the audience that voting outside the traditional party lines can lead to better representation and more effective policies. Your scenario will be posted in the chat space. Your Hi, Carolina. Your prep time is up, please.
All right. Please, am I still audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay. So, assuming I'm still audible, starting in 3, 2, 1. People of Ejiman District. Every year, the National Party comes to preach so much things to us. They come to tell us of so many things they will do when they get to Parliament to represent us. The National Congress also does same. But for years, we have never enjoyed the good roads and the better schooling facilities they always preach to us. For years, we have never enjoyed the rich minerals we are supposed to have. For years, we have never enjoyed the national cake which was meant for us. I don't know if it's still in the bakery, but as far as I'm concerned, we as a people within this district have never benefited from these traditional parties. My name is Carolina Kwesi, and I am an independent candidate waiting for your votes to represent you within Parliament. I, as a member or a candidate, I am going to ensure that we have better agriculture. I'm going to ensure that we have better transportation within this district. I am going to ensure that we have better utilities. Development of schooling facilities are ones which are going to be my priority. I believe you are wondering why you think I would want to do all these things. Because unlike the traditional parties, my loyalty is to just the people. I have no concern for any party. I have no incentive to do whatever any party wants me to do. All I would do as your rep in parliament is to see that the people within this district get better facilities and would eventually enjoy the national cake that we deserve. I will ensure that we get all these things. Move your loyalty from these traditional parties and get it to yourself and vote for the person who has the loyalty to you. The name is Carolina Quason. You can also call me Mula. Mula for you, Mula for me, Mula for us all. If you forget the name, look on the ballot screen. You find the lady with the lens. Come, put your thumbprint there and vote for me. Vote for yourself. Better representation for this district. Thank you very much. And never forget, Mula for you, Mula for me, Mula for us all. Thank you.
Thank you, Carolina, for that fine speech. Thank you. So, apologies if I have to go last, so I just have to go with the 10th person. Isaac, it shows number 10. Are you on the call with us?
Yeah, Isaac Moshokwe is on the call, ma.
Isaac. All right, so I'll be reading out your scenario. Your scenario reads, you're a congressperson seeking re-election in a district affected by severe environmental degradation. Persuade a community of rural residents that your policies for stricter environmental protection
Sorry, I can't hear you again.
you're affected by severe environmental degradation. Sorry?
Please, your voice is cracking. Something is cracking from your end.
Yeah, Mirabel, we're losing you at certain
All right,
points.
can you hear me better
so
now?
just that. Yeah, we can hear you better. Yeah.
You're audible now.
Hello, can you hear me better?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right, so I'm going to read out your scenario again. You're a congressperson seeking re-election in a district affected by severe environmental degradation. Persuade a community of rural residents that your policies for stricter environmental protection will improve both public health and local economic opportunities. I'll go one more time and your scenario will be posted in the chat space. Your congressperson here, environmental degradation. Persuade a community of rural residents that your policies for stricter environmental protections will improve both public health and local economic opportunities. Your prep time starts now.
It's 1 minute prep time. Okay, so please, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible,
yes,
but
you
please
are.
switch on your camera.
Okay. So, sorry, can you see me now?
Yes, we can. We can see you.
So I begin my speech in 3, 2, 1, go. The people of Oloibiri, Bayelsa State, my people, it's been 4 years you have elected me, and election bells ring again. In fact, I was talking to my wife, Kate, that should I wear my traditional wear, which we call Agbada here? But my wife told me that no, you have to come in your green suit, showing my loyalty to the country and first to my people. In 1975, oil was discovered in Oloibiri here, and we all rejoiced. I was in Form 2 during that period, and it was more like
Can't hear you.
Oloibiri has added a big blessing to the Nigerian community itself. 10 years went by, we were allocated revenues due to the fact that we produced oil. Our life became better, but something that is part of us became worse. And what was it? Our waters were bad. We could no longer do our primary activities, our primary economic activities, which was fishing. My father was a fisherman, and I know what went out of him when he could no longer fish. The fishes were dying. Our lands were polluted. And this was the basic agenda for my manifesto back in 2020. Immediately after the corona, you put me in the parliament as your representative. And I swore with everything that I had, including my wife and my 2 children, whom all of us originated from this same Oloibiri, that we will ensure that environmental degradation stops, that we will cooperate with the federal government, and we will ensure that the lives of our people are uplifted. We will ensure that healthcare will be granted for those of us that have faced challenges with our health. We will ensure that there is safe onshore and offshore exploration. And this was the promise I made 4 years ago. Have we backed out from the promise? No, my people. My people, Isaac Moshope Oluwagbami, representing Oloibiri South as the senator and the representative at the capital, have not backed out. I can hear my people's cry. And we are doing everything in our power, just as we have done 3 years ago, by making sure that the multinational companies drill safely. Just like we have done, we will ensure that things get better. And yes, naysayers might whisper, isn't this too big of a dream? Can this be achievable? However, I do not plan to do this alone. Rather, I plan to do this with every single one of you, as colleagues, as friends, shoulder to shoulder. And on the issue of big dreams, I'll be sure to follow the words of the sage, rightly put. Let's target the stars, and if perhaps we fall, we might land on the clouds. God bless you. God bless Oloibiri. Vote me once again. Thank you.
Thank you, Isaac, for that fine speech. Chukwemeka, are you still on the call, please?
Yes, I am on the call. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. All right. So you'll be going last, as that was the last speaker. So I'm going to read out your scenario. Your scenario reads, your scenario reads, you're a female candidate campaigning for a national legislative seat in a conservative district. Convince a room of old.
Sorry, I cannot hear you. I cannot hear you.
Mirabel. Your call has
Ready.
just disrupted.
Time starts now.
Mirabel, please read it one more time. You were inaudible at some point, so please, just one more time.
I should read it again?
Yes, because you were inaudible for like a chunk of the scenario.
All right,
Hello?
so I'll read the scenario. I'll read the scenario again. Sorry, Michael?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I
I'm here.
can't,
Go
I didn't
ahead.
get what you were saying.
Go ahead. So the thing was, you were inaudible at some point, but you've
Okay.
stated, so just go ahead. Yeah.
You're young. All right. You're a young female candidate campaigning for a national legislative seat in a conservative district. Convince a room of other male voters that your leadership would strengthen family values and address issues relevant to their lives. Your prep time starts now. Hi, Chukwemeka, your prep time is up.
Okay, please, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay, please let me just a minute. Let me set up my timer. So for dedications, I want to dedicate my speech to my debate union, NAUDC. You guys are the best. Also, shout out to Vocal Oasis. So let me just set up my timer and I'm going to start my speech. I'll be starting in 3, 2, 1. Good evening, goodwill people of Onitsha district. My name is Margaret Ebo, and I am a British trained lawyer. I am here today to bring you good news of hope, good news of salvation, the good news that previous elected legislative members have been unable to bring to you. Like I said earlier, I am a British trained lawyer, and I am a woman who believes in family values. I'm a woman who believes in ensuring that people living in the society adhere to the moral principles that we all abide by. I am contesting for a legislative seat in the district, and I'm here to appeal to you all to give me your votes in this coming election. Recently, I opened up a clinic that teaches young people about sexual awareness, that teaches young people about the benefits of abstaining from premarital sex. This shows you that as a woman, I believe strongly in ensuring that young people adhere to moral values and principles that we all in this district believe in. My dearest fathers, a vote for me is a vote for a leadership that is going to ensure policies that are going to abide by our natural religion, natural values, and codes. Recently, there has been an uproar about abortion and other critical societal issues. A vote for me is a vote that is going to ensure that young women are aware of the implications of things like abortion, that young men are aware of implications of things like premarital sex. Already I have a clinic that is creating awareness to young people on these issues. My leadership will ensure that we have policies that will stop young people from committing crimes like theft and others. Policies that will help your children. Policies that will help to cement the kind of training you have given to your children. Policies that will bring the kind of vision you have for Onitsha district. Policies that will ensure that the things that you hold dear in life are the things that you see. Vote for me and vote for these policies that are going to ensure that young people of today abide to moral codes, that young people of today are not the ones who are going to be staining their white outside, who are going to become the black sheep of the district. My vision is to ensure that our district becomes the best and the foremost within this country. It is only when we have young people who are morally conscious that we can have this kind of, have our district to become the top in the whole country. My clinic is already creating sensitization against premarital sex. And we have plans to set up a foundation that will go to schools and teach young people about hard work, teach young people about the benefits of being successful in the right way. These are principles that have held our society together. These are principles with which you grew, and today you are raising your children. Vote me, vote a woman who has taken the right step to try to bring up a society where moral values are upheld, especially at this time where there is moral decadence. See the good work I am already doing, which past male leaders have failed to do. See how I'm creating sensitization on issues endemic to our society, on issues that are against family values. Vote me and vote a woman who is capable of restoring family values and who is capable of restoring life to the society where moral decadence has taken up. Vote me and you'll be satisfied that you did. Vote me and I will be representing you all. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Chukwemeka, for that. Thank you to all the quarterfinalists. You made this a very interesting final round. I was honored to chair this round. I don't know if any of the panelists